Hey guys, I'm Paulo.
And I'm Chris.
And we've been gone for 3 years.
Here's why. But before we get into that, we have a couple things that we'd like to cover and just address to you guys because I know we basically disappeared without a trace.
Yeah, right now we're actually in the Philippines. It's around 7 a.m. We just had our team trip. Shout out to our team. Our team is amazing. In this video, we're gonna go over why we've been gone for 3 years, what we're currently doing now, and what the future of WG is.
First question we'd like to answer is,
where have you been?
we've actually been all over the world. We basically kind of stopped posting on the channel in 2022, and at that point we're actually traveling the entire world. Some of you fans might have noticed a lot of credit card traveling videos, which actually was because we were traveling and we were using a lot of our travel credit cards to get access to lounges and stuff like that. Some key moments for me were probably Italy, Bangkok, Bali.
Yeah, recently we went to Cape Town. We've been to Singapore, Malaysia, of course the Philippines,
Japan. Basically the entire 2022 from January until December, we just traveled basically every country that we wanted to travel, and yeah, eventually came back home to the US around December.
We stayed in each country for about a month or two.
And to answer another question, where are we now? Actually, like Paulo just mentioned, we're currently in Manila and it's actually 6:50 a.m. So we were here to visit our team, which we'll talk more about later in the video. Also visit some family and friends.
Yeah, but we currently live in Florida.
So now to answer the golden question, why did we disappear from YouTube? But before we get into why we actually started Wealth Gambit in the first place and how come we actually stopped posting, I will just go into a little background for those of you who are curious. I know this is the first time we've ever revealed our faces, let alone our identities on this channel. Basically, before the channel, me and Paulo were in Los Angeles. I was working in property management. We managed properties all over the Los Angeles area, from Beverly Hills to Malibu to the Valley, all over LA basically, and I was working in property management.
Yeah, we actually grew up in the Bay Area, moved to LA. I was working in real estate. So I did hard money financing, did hard money loans, got my real estate license, my mortgage license. Yeah, we decided to start the channel as a passion project because we were investing heavily into stocks. We actually purchased a property in Las Vegas, which we're currently renting out now. We were looking at a bunch of business ideas, and Wealth Gambit was one of them that turned out to be a passion project, which was pretty fun.
In 2020, we essentially started going very, very heavy into stocks. We had always been in stocks. Like the memes say on Instagram pages, we bought the dip and we swung hard and we basically hit it out of the park.
Nice.
And in 2020, Paulo and I basically made enough money to live for about 5 to 7 years. So we actually quit our jobs, moved to Las Vegas, bought a house, and then another house, and also started Wealth Gambit and a business as a passion project, and then traveled the world while building Wealth Gambit, the business, which eventually morphed into what we have now, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the video.
Yeah, the start of Wealth Gambit was a faceless channel. We just started talking about finance, as you all know. Right away, we hired 5 people. Probably wasn't smart as a starting business, but yeah, we hired 5 people. Some of them are still with us to this day, which is amazing. It was 2 script writers, 2 video editors, and 1 person for social media.
So anyways, guys, now that we've gotten into the background, let's talk about why we actually stopped posting on Wealth Gambit in the first place. So basically, Wealth Gambit started, Paul and I had no jobs. We were just living off of savings, and we were traveling the world while doing Wealth Gambit, and it started off as a passion project. But basically, we were just not making money. We definitely made some money from AdSense, but it was just not enough to cover the costs of actually running the channel. So after essentially about a year, a little over a year of running the channel, we actually lost money. I will say this, we basically lost enough money for a down payment on another house.
What?
So after a year of that, we decided we should probably try to make some money. And we basically started thinking, okay, well, we've developed the skill set with growing YouTube channels, building an audience. We developed an entire team on producing content. And we kind of thought, we went back to the drawing board after we lost basically a down payment on a house and realized, who can we help with this skill set? Where can we turn the skill set that we developed over a year into an actual asset? Which led into us pivoting into working with real estate agents to help them grow their own YouTube channels and use that to get them more business.
Yeah, since Chris has a background in property management, I have a background with my real estate and mortgage license, and we both own investment property. We decided to work with real estate agents and start up an agency.
Basically, in 2022, for those of you who remember when we were still posting in 2022, we actually tested this theory and we transitioned and we started working with our first client in the real estate space. And basically, through applying the skills that we learned at Wealth Gambit, we were able to increase his views by 500%, sometimes thousands of percents organically without even touching the content yet. And basically he got a ton more business because of that. And we basically validated our theory. And since then, we've just been growing our YouTube for real estate agency.
Just to break down what we do, we work with dozens upon dozens of real estate agents all over the country. All we do is we help them with their YouTube channel to generate more business. So at this point, we've generated them millions of dollars in GCI attributable strictly from their YouTube channel. You can check out our website here. Yeah, that's essentially what we do. We handle their YouTube channels. At first, we had 5 people on our team. Now we have closer to upwards of 20 plus people on our team. All amazing. They're all actually in the Philippines. We actually just had a team trip with them recently. We have a yearly retreat that we go with them, but that's all we do. We just help real estate agents generate more business through their YouTube channel.
So there you go, guys. The reason that we stopped doing Wealth Gambit is because we just lost literally a down payment on a house and then decided we're not yet into the philanthropy space. This is not a charity. Should probably make some type of money, especially because Paul and I actually quit our jobs and had no other income. Wealth Gambit was very, very fun, but it was nowhere near profitable. Shameless plug, if you are a real estate professional and you want to generate more business from YouTube, click the top pinned comment or look in the description. And if you want to hop on a call and kind of talk more about it, then feel free to do so. But anyways, guys, we'll be answering some juicy questions that I know you have. Like number 1, are we still invested in SoFi? And number 2, what is the future of the channel? As I'm sure you guys are all super curious. And by the way, before we crack into that, if you guys want to follow us and connect with us, you can check us out on Instagram.
Yeah, to answer the question, are we still invested in SoFi? Yes.
Yes.
We actually started investing in other companies as well, like Nvidia, still have some Tesla shares, have SoFi.
In my stock portfolio, my largest position by far, at least 95% of my position is SoFi. Other than that, I have a little bit of Tesla, that's my next biggest position, and then like a pinch of Oracle. For those of you who have been riding with SoFi, it basically went sideways for a bit and then went down, and now it is coming back up, at least at the time of recording this video. In the future, I'd love to get Anthony Noto on the channel, maybe some type of like interview podcast. So by the way, guys, maybe add him on Twitter and have him message him and tell him to hop on a pod with us. So as for the future of the channel, I know that this is something that you guys are curious about, as a lot of you are still subscribed.
What comes next?
So Paulo and I thought very hard about this, and are we gonna do consistent SoFi videos every single week? The answer is unfortunately probably no. It's not because we do not believe in the stock. SoFi is still by far my largest position. It's simply because we want to do other things with the channel. And honestly, SoFi for the most part is just a long hold, right? Not much is changing week over week in terms of the fundamentals of the company. In terms of like the actual news, sure, that's definitely a thing, but realistically you buy or hold, at least we buy or hold depending on the fundamentals. Our goal is actually to turn this channel into a type of a podcast. So maybe we have people like Anthony Noto on the podcast, maybe some people on this executive team, and kind of just interview them and talk about their process, how they came up in their story. So we definitely want to keep the theme of businesses and stocks. So if there's anyone you think that we should interview, comment that down below. And because we're back, we'll shout you out in the next video if we end up doing the interview.
Yeah, we may even interview some of our real estate clients. Who knows? Is there any specific type of content that you want to see? Do you want to see interviews? Do you want to see vlogs? Do you want to see us do some TikTok dances? Just kidding, we're not going to do that.
Or maybe, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And it's good to see you guys again. And if you're a real estate agent looking to generate more business specifically through your YouTube channel, book a Zoom call down below and chat with either Paulo or myself. And if you want to connect with us on Instagram, you can find me at Chris_Cabahug, which would pop up on the screen, or Paulo at
Paulo_Bahia.
And we look forward to the next video.
Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.